Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And let's continue our NBA Mount Rushmore series. I've done 3 going in alphabetical order. Today will be the Charlotte Hornets. In these Mount Rushmores, I attempt to name the 4 best players in franchise history, only looking at how they performed with the team I am doing. Then the Atlanta Hawks, Boston Celtics, and the Brooklyn Nets, today Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets have had an interesting history. There was a time there was a New Orleans Hornets. They are not included. They are considered part of the New Orleans Pelicans history. So for this Mount Rushmore, the Charlotte Hornets became an NBA franchise in 1988-89 season through 2001-2002 for 2 seasons in New Orleans. Still were in New Orleans, but the New Orleans Bobcats became a team in 2004-05. So from that season till 2013-14, it will be included. And from 2014-15 on, they are once again known as the Charlotte Hornets. So again, trying to name the 4 best players in franchise history as a subjective list. Once this is over, let me know in the comments if you agree, disagree, who you would include. I mean, there's sure to be disagreement. So let's get into it. I named the players in alphabetical order by last name. They are not ranked. So let's start with a famous father who may not be as famous nowadays for his performance on the court, for the younger crowd at least, but this guy could put up points. This is Del Curry. Del Curry played for the Hornets from the 88-89 and 97-98 season. His 701 career games are the most in franchise history. In his time with the Hornets, posted averages of 14 points, 2.9 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1.1 steal. He was actually named the 6th man of the year in 1993-94. That was a season in which he put up 16.3 points per game. So what put up points in a hurry, even though the majority of the time he came off the bench. He only started 77 of his career 701 appearances with the Hornets, but shot an impressive 40.5% from three-point territory, including shooting over 40% each of his last 7 seasons with the Hornets. So while his son may be a little more famous at this point, Seth also doing his thing in the NBA, Del Curry was a great Hornets player and the first member of the Hornets Mount Rushmore. Next, we have Grandmama, or LJ, whatever you wanted to call him back then, Larry Johnson. Johnson started his career with the Hornets, playing 5 seasons from 91-92 to 95-96. Started off his career as Rookie of the Year, in which he averaged 19.2 points, 11 rebounds, and 3.6 assists. In his 5 seasons with the Hornets, posted averages of 19.6 points, 9.2 rebounds, and 4.1 assists. Averaged over 20 points a game, 2 seasons with Charlotte. Made all-star teams in the 92-93 and 94-95 seasons. The first of those, 92-93, he was named a second-team All-NBA member. Averaged double-digit rebounds in each of his first 2 seasons and shot an impressive nearly 50% from the field with Charlotte for his tenure, 49.6%. The Grandmama, Larry Johnson, the second member of the Hornets Mount Rushmore. Third, the most recent of the 4 guys, we have Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker started with the Bobcats, so was drafted in 2011, played for the Bobcats from 2011-12 to 2013-14. They became the Hornets. Was a member of the Hornets from 2014-15 to 2018-19. So in his 8 seasons with the Hornets franchise, he finished with averages of 19.8 points, 3.8 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and 1.3 steals per game. And the 2018-19 season, he was a third-team All-NBA member when he averaged 25.6 points, which is a career high. He made the All-Star team each of his last 3 seasons with Charlotte and posted averages of over 20 points a contest in each of his last 4 years with the Hornets. So Kemba Walker, the third member of the Hornets Mount Rushmore. And let's end with a guy who actually spent his career with the Bobcats. That is Crash, Gerald Wallace. So Gerald Wallace played for the Bobcats from 2004-05 until he was traded a little bit past midway through the 2010-11 season. So in his 7 seasons with the Charlotte franchise, finished with averages of 16.4 points, 7.5 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and 1.8 steals per game. In 2005-06, he led the league, averaging 2.5 steals per game. In 2009-10 season, he made the All-Star game. That season, he was also a first-team All-Defensive member. That was every season with Charlotte. He averaged at least 1.5 steals per game for 3 straight seasons, from 2005-06 to 2007-08. Averaged over at least 2 steals per game. 2007-08 saw him post a career high of 19.4 points per game. Gerald Wallace, the 4th member of the Hornets Mount Rushmore. So again, in alphabetical order by last name, we have Del Curry, Larry Johnson, Kemba Walker, Gerald Wallace. Now, I had a tough time. Del Curry was probably the last guy on the list to make it. I was really iffy between him and Muggsy Bogues for the 4th spot. Went with Curry. Could definitely understand if you'd go Muggsy Bogues. So if I did it all Charlotte Hornets Mount Rushmore, you would replace Gerald Wallace with Muggsy Bogues, since Wallace really the only guy who played with the Bobcats. Walker did as well, but he also played more so with the Hornets. Some other honorable mentions: Alonzo Mourning, who only played 3 seasons with the Hornets, but I can understand you wanting to include him as well if you choose to do so. LaMelo Ball, I fully expect if we revisit this in, let's say, 2-3 years, LaMelo Ball will be on here. Glenn Rice, Anthony Mason, and Emeka Okafor. So let me know in the comments who you agree with. If you agree that these should be the 4, should Muggsy Bogues get on? Should Alonzo Mourning? Definitely, it's not one of the better Mount Rushmores, but LaMelo Ball did make the All-Star team this past year, so definitely expect him to be on. So again, doing these daily. Tomorrow will be the Chicago Bulls, 6-time world champions in the 1990s, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.